subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. I hope you guys are really having super fun wherever you are, and you can as well go into the live chat and let me know what your prediction is as far as this beautiful game of football is really concerned. Who is winning the Champions League final today? That is the question. Let me obviously pause it here. Who is winning the Champions League final today? Who is winning the UCL final today? Guys, I want to really know. Final today. Question mark paused. Is it PSG? Or Arsenal? So, is it PSG or Arsenal that is going in for this? It's a big one. It's a big encounter. And I tell you what, it really calls in for one to have courage to obviously see to it that you really watch this game of football. If you are really timid with a soft heart, this game is not meant for you. Just get a sleeping pill and you'll wake up when the results are when the match is over, around 9 p.m. That's when you should wake up. So thank you very much for watching through. We are here to let you know that teams have gone ahead to name their starting 11s in there for you. And for Arsenal, this is what they've gone ahead to do. They've gone ahead to obviously name David Raya, Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Hincapié, Rice, Lewis Kelly, Odegaard, Martin, Saka, Bukayo, Trossard, Leandro, Kai Havertz. That is the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal. Then, that bench has Kepa Arrizabalaga, Jesus, Eze, Martinelli, Timber, Gyökeres, Nogard, Noni Madueke, Merino, Carafiori, Zubimendi, and Max Dorman. That is the squad that Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously put out to see to it that it faces a side known as PSG in there for you. And it's really gonna be a hugely watched up game in here, and you guys will obviously come up and obviously let us know what your thoughts are about it. Now, the system that Mikel Arteta has gonna have to deploy is as follows. Let's obviously drop it for you. So he has gone in for a 4-2-3-1. That is the system that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to go in for. It's a 4-2-3-1 system that Arteta has gone ahead to go in for. And for that, they have David Raya in goal. That is it. Right back, Mosquera comes in through to obviously start as the right back, meaning that Timber never had the qualities or the fitness levels to start this game of football, because it might go to 120 minutes and you need up a player like Timber, because Timber can play across that entire back line, and if at all they really get any injury, then he can come in through and obviously do the needful. Left back, Hincapié. I'm shocked that Hincapié is going to start ahead of Ricardo Carafiori. Then centre back pairing, it's all about Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. That is it. Double pivot, Declan Rice and Miles Lewis Kelly. That is it. Odegaard is playing as a central attacking midfielder. Then Saka, right attacking midfielder. Leandro Trossard, left attacking midfielder. And Kai Havertz is leading the line for the club of Arsenal in there for you. So that's exactly what is happening in there for you, for a player known as Kai Havertz in there for you, leading the line. By the way, I thought Gyökeres would obviously come in through and lead the line, but being a man that has gone ahead to score a goal in the Champions League final that saw Chelsea win the Champions League against Man City in 2021, obviously, 2021, that really puts Kai Havertz into a better position to start. And you obviously understand why the manager is going to have to go in for such a calling, as it's really very important to note that Kai Havertz is a player that will help you in very many moments. For example, if you are in a set piece, he'll help you. Winning area duels, he'll help you. Hold up play, he'll help you. and very many more aspects of this game, the lad will come up and obviously put out a very big shift. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about a player known as Kai Havertz. Trossard, as usual suspect in there on the left forward. And in a game like this, Leandro Trossard comes in through to obviously help Arsenal thrive through the attacks and obviously do the hold-up play. Because if you're playing against PSG, you'll need these players like Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, Trossard to obviously hold onto that ball into those areas of the pitch, because they'll come and press you hard and see to it that they make you lose the ball. So when you have the ball, you have the right people to obviously you have the right people to give them the ball, to have it in custody and to be in safe hands, because their ball retention skills are really high and they are press resistant players in there for you. So Rice and Lewis scaling the double pivot, great, because I know how hardworking they are and how they're obviously going to be running all over that midfield of PSG. Because for PSG, if you want to obviously cut them off totally, it's that midfield that really feeds Kivisha Kvaratskhelia. That is it. Kvaratskhelia is the man who can come up and obviously single-handedly win a game. So that is it. So if you saw my probable starting 11, that means I missed out on Mosquera, Hincapie, and Kai Havertz. 3 players only in there for you. But that is it. And it was a prediction. And if you get an 8 out of 10, to me, I don't think that it's really a bad result. PSG coming through with a 4-3-3 system, right? It's a 4-3-3 system that PSG have gone ahead to come up with. And in that, they do have Safanov in goal, Ashraf Hakimi as the right back, Nuno Mendes as the left back, Marquinhos as the right-sided centre-back, then Pacho left-sided centre-back, Vitinha, CDM, Yao Neves, obviously playing as a number 8, Fabian Ruiz in there for you, doing the number 10 role in there, then Desire Dowie, right forward, Kvaratskhelia, left forward, and Osman Dembele is being played as a centre forward. That is the side of PSG. And this game, I tell you, it's really going to be one of those that is going to be good to watch. The manager of PSG came out and said that they're obviously going in for festival. So, looks like for him, he's sending a message that I'm obviously going to come out and really play what I'm supposed to be playing. And don't think that I'll ever change my tactics, and I'll go all in for this. And that is the game of Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain in there for you. So my prediction is a 2-1 win for the club of Arsenal. You know that very well. So let's wait and see how things will pan out for the club of Arsenal and the side of PSG. So we've done our part, and now the rest of the things are left for you people that are really going to be watching this game and the players of Arsenal to see what result will obviously be the outcome of this particular encounter. Big game that everyone really wants to watch. I know how eager people want to know about this. So we wait and see what really comes to pass. But we do have Seth, Sky Sports has said the disable level just went up a notch as PSG players enter for their warm-up. The PA is announcing the team, first name only. The PSG fans do the rest. The Champions League trophy is on the side of the pitch, but there are no ribbons on it. So the trophy is on the pitch and there are no ribbons on it. Let me show you how the trophy is looking. You know, I just want you to feel like you're really watching live TV in here, yet you are really doing YouTube. All right. So let me bring it here. Bring it here. The Champions League trophy. Let's bring it here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So here we go. So that is the Champions League trophy as you see it there. There you go. Champions League trophy. It has no ribbons yet on it. And you also see how the pitch is, you know, ready for the game. And they are still at the areas where they're obviously having fun, dancing, drinking, boozing, and so on and so forth. But when that's done, obviously, we will see the pitch full to capacity as we really do the needful. So that's all about a side known as Arsenal and PSG. So big game, calling in for big performances from these players. And these are stages where you have to say, I've gone ahead to really get the world-class level. That is it. So that's exactly how things are really panning out for the club of Arsenal. And Arsenal have gone ahead to score 25 set pieces, I think, this season. You know, sorry, in the Premier League, 19 corners. So that is really great. And they need to really know that when Arsenal gets what we call the when Arsenal really get a set piece, they need to really understand that indeed it's really great to obviously defend very well. Arsenal's last Champions League final, Barcelona scored twice in the last 14 minutes to beat Arsenal that was a 10-man in 2006. Sol Campbell with a thumping header, 37 minutes, you know, after Jens Lehmann had been sent off. So Arsene Wenger after that said, the biggest regret is that we played with 10 men in the final for 70 minutes. So in the last 20 minutes, we suffered a little bit. We were 1-0 up and had chances to score to make it 2-0, and we missed those a lot. So those are words coming in through from the former manager of Arsenal. And that's what he said after he really went ahead, obviously see himself really and his team really get embarrassed in there for you. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Let me end this poll because I know most of you are really where you are watching in there for you. And it's really a big one, guys, and continue to predict. But this game of football is really going to be historical, I tell you. Historical game, and it has a vibe that is really right. And very soon, we will see how things will obviously pan out. So, Arsenal has all what it takes to obviously get this trophy. I tell you, you know, people are really seeing this side as underdogs, but I'm not really seeing them as underdogs. Now, Joshua Kimmich has said, I'm crossing the fingers for Kai Havertz that he joins us on the back of success. A title like the Champions League creates positive energy. He is an important player for us and is underrated in Germany. So he's like, Kai, go do this. Kai, go do this. Get the Champions League trophy and come back to us, as your vibe is really up there to see to it that you really win the World Cup with Germany. You know, Germany is in the World Cup. You know, Germany is in the World Cup. And obviously, that is the best message that they can obviously get from that side in there. So, to me as it stands, Kai looks ready, and Arteta has said, it's amazing to be here on this stage. We've earned the right to be here, and now we must enjoy the moment. So, he's like, they earned the right to be here, and they have to enjoy the moment. That is Mikel Arteta, the manager of Arsenal, and he's not afraid. He's trying to obviously send a message to the players of Arsenal that we should be very, 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 very ready for this. Mikel Arteta on starting Kai Havertz over Victor Gyökeres has said it was very difficult as they both bring different stuff, but with the game that we're expecting, we believe this is the right call, and we then have time to bring on Victor at the moment. So, obviously, the manager of Arsenal is like, let me first go with Kai Havertz because he has a lot of attributes that can help a team known as Arsenal to obviously break down. That can help a team known as Arsenal to really break down the side of PSG. And then later, I can bring in Gyökeres to obviously put in the energy. Kai Havertz brings in the skill and the energy, but Gyökeres, little skill, but a lot of energy and his desire to do the job. So he's like, let's see how Kai Havertz really starts, but obviously Gyökeres will have a chance to come on. Mikel Arteta on starting Miles Lewis-Skelly said we expect a very man-to-man oriented game, and when that is the case, Miles Lewis-Skelly is extremely good at winning duels and getting away from people with the ball. When you are able to do that against a team who constantly want to press you high and take the game into very high positions, to get people who can get out of those situations is very important. So the manager is obviously doing his job, and he's like, Miles Lewis-Skelly is good at really winning those balls, and he's press resistant, that even if they press him, he won't obviously surrender easily like many do. That's what the manager is really saying, and is like, I have a reason for obviously starting him. And for Julian Timber, he has said that Timber wasn't ready to start. He's done well to at least be in the position to contribute with certain minutes. So he's like, Timber will obviously have a chance to come in through and obviously do the needful. So we wait and see how things really pan out. But it's really going to be good. Jens Lehmann, who was the goalkeeper in the last final that Arsenal played, has said for tonight, they have to be patient. The match will dictate how you should play. They should not force anything. PSG are a good side, but I believe Arsenal are more solid. PSG conceded 5 goals in a semi-final, which is very unusual. It tells you that they are not really stable. That's where I see Arsenal being ahead of them. Obviously, the best defending team obviously wins the final. That is it. Because if they just get one chance and they kill it off, obviously, it's a done game. So he's like, Arsenal are really defending very well. Jack Wilshere on Arsenal starting 11. He has said, there aren't any surprises for me. I think the big decision was up front. I think you can see the type of game that Arsenal want to make it. Kai Havertz is a little bit more free, and he can link up a play a little bit better, can come deeper. You are going to then need Declan Rice stretching the line to get in behind. He will play a little bit higher than Miles Lewis-Skelly. I'm happy he's in there, as I think he brings something a little bit different. He gets on the ball, he turns the game forward. Leandro Trossard and Bukayo Saka on the wings are going to have to double up with the fullbacks at times tonight. So Mikel trusts them to do the job defensively well. Obviously, these players have done that, and they usually track it in there and they track back, and that's why Arteta really loves them. And by the way, Arteta is one of those managers that really hates players that don't track back. You know, when Ebelechi Eze never tracked back, you know what he really did to him. He benched him for close to, were they 10 games, and he was coming off the bench. And if there was no need for him to come off the bench, he really left him there. So that is really very important. And you now know what Arteta is all about. So he wants players that can obviously track back and really defend in numbers to help the fullbacks not to go into a 1v1 or a 2v1 situation with the opponents. That is Mikel Arteta for you. So, as it stands, it's really very important to really note that it's not business as usual. Big game, even the time at which they obviously gonna be playing this game changed. And you know why they changed it? Because of how big this game is. So don't take this game for granted. It's going to be a big one. You're going to love it. And I know most of you will obviously feel at home when you really see to it that the club that you support really wins. But for me, I'm rooting for Arsenal to obviously walk away with this trophy. Now, let me obviously end this poll and see how you guys have gone ahead to vote. 75% have called in for Arsenal win.